Hey, everybody. Welcome to In Conversation with the Babs. I'm your host, Bennie.
I'm your co-host, Bonnie.
And together we are the
Babs.
Babs. In this week's episode, we'll be giving our twist on where the cast of Friends are in 2021.
Ooh.
I'm so excited for this. And then, of course, we'll be doing Fact of the Day with Bonnie and Words of Wisdom from myself, Bennie. So let's kick this off. Who do you want to start with?
Do you want to go first?
Let's do Chandler first.
Okay. So, what do you think Chandler is doing in 2021?
I feel Chandler and Monica are still together.
What?
Yes, I feel that they would still be together. They would have probably a couple more kids, so they have like 4 kids in total.
But they couldn't have kids. They adopted their twins.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
they'll have a
adopted
couple
more?
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll have like 4. That's kind of what I see. Like they'd have 4 kids. They'd live in the suburbs. Chandler would be a stay-at-home dad, and Monica would be like the manager of like a McDonald's or something.
Wow. From like a sous chef, she went to McDonald's manager. Wow, recession isn't bad.
Dude, that's my feeling.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry,
Monica's gonna be so mad at
me. I kind of did a combo there. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay, it's still better than what my version is.
Oh, okay.
So
what's your version?
My version is that Chandler came out of the closet and he's like, I'm actually a woman, not a man. And he went like a whole like Caitlyn Jenner phase.
Oh, wow. That is like...
Yeah, and he came out of the closet. Monica was upset, and Chandler reconnected with his dad because he was a drag, right? Yeah. So they reconnected, and Chandler went through the entire surgeries of and became a woman, and he goes by Chanel nowadays. Monica was really mad, and you know who was Monica's friend throughout this tough time?
Who? Joey?
Oh my god.
Janice.
Yeah. So Janice actually was the true friend. She comforted her and was there for her. Eventually, Chanel and Monica will be friends again, and Chanel will say, hey, Monica, I really love you, and you're my true friend. And Monica will be like, you know what? I love Chandler, and if this is what he wants, I'll accept it. So now they're at good terms. They just have those 2 twins, and that's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, that is 2 totally different views of this.
I know. At least like Monica's still like a head chef at some 5-star restaurant. I still gave her profession. Like I did her good.
I did to a certain degree. You know, being in the burbs, there's like limited opportunities. So, you know, hey, nothing wrong with McDonald's. So, hey.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, now so we're done with Chandler and Monica. Now next step will be let's talk about Rachel. Because then we have to talk about Ross too, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So where do you think Rachel is right now?
So I think when the Friends show ended, so they showed us that Rachel and Ross got back together, right? So I think Rachel was supposed to go somewhere for her. I think
she was leaving
Paris.
for work. Yeah.
Yeah. So she never did that, and she came back and was with Ross. After a couple of years, you know, she starts regretting that decision. She's like, you know what? They're starting to have fights, and she's like, you know what? I'm done with you. And she leaves for Paris, where she, you know, grows in career-wise, whatever. But then she found this hot Italian model who was in Paris for some brand, and they had an affair, and she's married to him.
Wow.
They have no kids. Ross, on the other hand, was really heartbroken. He went through that phase like where he's like, hi. So he was really sad. And then he one day bumped into an old colleague, Julie, and
Not
she
Julie.
was a paleontologist as well. So they reconnected. They met at some let's say at a conference, work conference, and they reconnected. And recently they got married after dating for a couple of years. And Ross and Rachel still have joint custody of Emma. Emma just graduated. She had some drug issues because her domestic life, her parents were separated and weren't on good terms for a while. So she was into drugs and all, but she's coming clean. She's working at the McDonald's where her aunt is the manager. In your story,
that makes total sense to me.
In my story, she's like a waitress at the 5-star hotel where Monica is the head chef.
Oh my.
But yeah, that's what's happening with that family.
Wow. See, I have a different perspective altogether.
Oh.
So at the end, Rachel left, right? She took that opportunity.
That's similar with my story.
Yeah. So I feel that she came back to the US, got a fancy job at like Gucci or Chanel or something like that, very high up.
Yeah.
She bought a house beside Chandler and Monica.
Okay.
She got back with Ross, who is obviously still in paleontology. So I feel he's in the same spot as he was whenever the show ended. You know what I mean?
Because in the show he got damn it, what do they call it? The tenure, where he can never get fired and he has unlimited budget.
Exactly. So I feel that he's still there. They're living beside Chandler and Monica. Rachel is working for some fancy label, very high up there, living in the burbs. And yeah.
And she's still together with Ross?
She got back together with Ross and they raised Emma. And she's working at the McDonald's with her and Monica.
Oh my God. Oh, also in my story, Rachel and Monica are not good friends anymore.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How could that ever be, though?
Because when she left Ross, Monica was really upset and she said a few mean things. And when whole Chandler and Monica separation happened, Rachel was nowhere to be seen. It was actually Janice who showed up. So I mean, they're cordial. Like they sometimes, because of Emma is involved, she sometimes comes over to Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas. So they're cordial, but it's a friendship lost right now.
Yeah. See, I think I just like deep down inside want them to kind of go to the next, still be all
friends.
Together. Yeah, still friends, because hey, hello. But just in a different phase of their life.
Yeah, you're still really in the show.
Yeah.
I think it's your perspective. Like it's just you. You just want everyone to be happy.
Kinda, yeah. That's how I see it.
You suck.
I know. I started rewatching it for like the 50 millionth time.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I'm too invested in these characters for not for them
and you
to
want them
not
to be
work
happy.
Exactly. It's like that happily ever after. So that's kind of how I feel.
That is so cute.
That Rachel and Ross, and they probably have another baby, but that's about it. So they would have like 2 kids.
Wow. I don't think Rachel would want another kid because, she's in the fashion industry. She has to be sexy all the time. And another kid's going to ruin that. And it's going to be in her way of success.
Yeah, but
she was a bit business lady who wants to go out and about.
Yeah, but she can have another baby because Chandler is like right next door and he's a stay-at-home dad that can take care of all the kids and everybody can go to work.
Wow, Chandler. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Chandler would be like the stay-at-home dad.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, with interesting, we have to come down to our next character, which is how you do it. Joy, the sweetheart.
So for me, I feel he is still single, still out there playing the field. And I feel he would be in the same spot as he was however many years ago. I feel he
Oh
would
my
be in the
God.
same
Give
apartment.
the man a
No, no,
job.
no,
Come on.
well, no, I am not done.
Okay, go ahead, please. Sorry.
I feel like he would be in the same spot in that apartment, has a new
Roommate?
roommate, and he's still acting. Nothing major, but he's still out there acting and taking roles. That's kind of how
Yeah.
I see it. Like he hasn't really moved on from
Loser.
that. No, 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 not a loser. He just hasn't moved on from that phase. I feel like that's
He's still a man child.
a man child, exactly. And there's nothing
Okay.
wrong with that. I feel that's kind of how he would be because I don't see him settling down. I don't see him like with a family or anything like that.
Interesting. So I have a different take on this one.
I'm really interested to hear this.
So what happened was Joy did. So remember the Rachel, Chandler, and Monica were like, you know what, you can crash in our house anytime, and they gave him like a room
Apartment.
above the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he stayed there for a while, and he's like, guys, it's not working out. Like I have to like go to the city, and it's just the traveling. So he moved out, and he's like, I know I have got a space here, and I appreciate, but I have to go and live out in the city, and I have to do things and take care of myself. Like I can't be a burden on you guys. So he left and he stayed in the city. Yes, he stayed in the same apartment, had a roommate, had some struggling, tough times, which made him a bit more sensible, I would say, because no one was there to take care of him. Chandler was not there. He was facing the hard times, and he became a bit sensible. I think in his like 40s, he was one of those actors who finally landed on like a good TV show that lasted for like a 10, 11 years, like
Like
good
Days of Our
series.
Lives.
Yeah, something, or maybe something more like a
Yeah.
rom-com, he was going on, or like,
Modern Family or something that's lasted a long time.
yeah, he was going on like lots of he was doing a lot of interviews. He was going around promoting the show. So he got a good limelight, I think, but very late in his life. So like in his 40s or something, one of those, he was like one of those daddies, like teenage girls were crushing on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was one of those. And then he met this film producer, I would say, who understood what he did and was okay with it, his lifestyle, and they reconnected. And he's dating her, and everything was going fine. With Joy made a name, and with the whole Chanel scenario, he was okay. He was like, you know what, you're still my buddy, you're still my best friend. So he just announced he's gonna get married.
Oh.
Oh no, there's something else coming in. Some girl is claiming that Joey harassed her. Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And yeah, a lot of women he was sleeping around with when he was young, all of them are coming around and like, oh yeah, he promised me to marry. He promised me to do this and that. And yeah, all these claims are coming back and biting him in the ass.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyways, it was just a phase. His fiance was by his side because she's from the industry and she knows what's happening. She knows Joy. She trusts him. Yeah, they're getting married, and Chanel's gonna be the best man still. I mean, she's the best friend, and everyone's gonna meet. It's gonna be like a reuniting party, like at Joey's wedding,
Oh, that's
which is being done like, with all social distancing kept in mind and everything. So yeah, they're getting married.
interesting.
They have no kids.
Wow, that's a lot better than what I pictured.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would imagine if he becomes famous,
yeah.
he will have some controversies for sure.
Oh, you would have to, especially this day and age. There's got to be something that comes from the past, and yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for Joey. I like
Yeah.
yours better than mine because
See, he
it's a
got a
happy
happy ending.
ending. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really does deserve it. But yeah,
Yeah, he did.
yeah, I like
mean,
that. It's much better than my ending.
Yours was nice.
Yeah.
It just he just had a same sucky job.
Yeah.
I just gave him a promotion,
Uh,
which you didn't give to Monica. I don't know why. Like, why are you not like giving them a nice job? What's up with that?
you know what? Because I
You're
just
gonna pay bills.
I just figure, you know what? She's in the burb. She's got family. You know what? She'd be close by. You know.
Dude, Chandler cannot be stay-at-home dad if she's just a manager at the McDonald's with 4 kids.
Well, you know,
4.
it's just,
Their tuition fees, their college, and there's this and that.
well,
Wow.
you know that
How's she managing?
Chandler had that a fund that he kept.
That's
he had
long
this
gone,
savings.
man.
No, that would have
Are we
been spent
living
on
in
the
the same
house.
2021?
That would have been spent on the house, like however, like 20 years ago. So now the house is worth even more. You know.
So what? They sold the house and got more money and went where?
No, they just made good investment moves. I believe. You know.
I don't know. In your story, Chandler's account is not adding up. Like he would have like a
We never really got to see how much
income
he
tax
had.
raid. Like, dude, where are you getting all this money from?
Because remember, that's why it's like they wanted to spend the money on the future rather than like a big wedding. So that's kind of how I see.
But they
So
still
that
had
way,
a big wedding.
yeah, that I don't know, but they were.
Yeah, he's definitely having an income tax rate.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay. But last but not the least, Phoebe Buffet.
Phoebe.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Oh, Phoebe.
Yeah.
She was very difficult for me to, see what her future would be. But I feel that she opened up her own business of like the massage and stuff like that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel that that's how the direction she went. I don't feel like she would have any children. I think she is just married happily, has her business, and then she sings on the side for whatever. But I think the main thing is like she opened up her massage business. That's kind of that's how I feel. That's where she is.
I think we have a bit of a similarity in this
Okay.
one. So.
Wow, that's actually a first.
Yeah. So Phoebe's husband, Mike, was a rich person, right?
Yes.
So what happened once they got married, he invested in Phoebe and they opened massage parlors. Yeah, so she is a businesswoman. Yes, she's a successful businesswoman. He's managing his family business, so they're both rich and have a very good, strong marriage. They did have one child. It was a boy.
Okay.
And then what happened? Remember, Phoebe gave birth to triplets for her brother.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, so the brother was married to this old teacher, right? So she died because she was old, so she passed away. Our condolences. And the brother was just messed up, right? So he died because of an overdose. Against our condolences. Very sad, very tragic. And then Phoebe got the custody of the triplets. So
Oh, I
she's a
like that.
business, yeah, they have a happy house. They're both business person and they have four very happy and healthy kids running around in their mansion. She's really happy. I think she deserved that. And they
Uh,
have cats. They have
oh,
cats.
of course, right? Smelly ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like that because I feel like she deserves like a really happy ending.
Yeah.
She had a rough childhood.
Yeah.
It's nice to see her getting somewhere and doing something for herself. So I like that. She definitely deserves a good ending.
Yeah. And she's hosting a pre-wedding reunion, just the friends, no one else, no spouses, just them having a reconnecting moment after years in her pension. So Phoebe is doing that and making sure everyone attends it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they're gonna meet Chanel for the first time. They're excited. Um,
Oh,
Rachel and Ross are gonna make eye contact after a couple of years, so they're excited. They haven't
yeah.
seen each other for a while, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And Rachel and Monica are gonna, meet and then hash up the old things and just be happy for each other and have a reconnecting moment. The girls are gonna be just girls,
Hmm.
and Chanel's gonna join them this time.
But of course, right?
Oh yes,
Oh
so
my
that's
God.
happening.
You know what? I really wish there was a Friends reunion. I kept hearing things
There
about it.
is,
Actually, there
there
is,
is.
right?
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see
I
how
honestly don't
correct we
want,
are.
I honestly don't like the idea of this
It's either going to be
because
really good or really bad. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to be bad because nothing's going to match
Yeah.
whatever, because it was just precious, and now you're touching it again, and you are like, as we have different perspective of what they're going to be in nowadays, even if it was my version or yours, we're still gonna be disappointed because it's just gonna be like it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I'm just scared they're gonna ruin a really good show and memories that we have. Like right now it's sweet memories related to
Yeah.
it. I don't wanna hate it.
I don't know about you. The last episode of the series, I only watched it once. I've watched the show a gazillion times, but I cannot watch that last episode. I just
Yeah.
can't do it. I just can't.
I can't see that apartment empty, man. It just it's just sad. Like I stay sad for the next couple of weeks. Like, oh my God,
Oh,
they
yeah.
moved out of the apartment.
I just can't do it. They're all saying their goodbyes. It's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't watch that. I love the show, but yeah, I I cannot watch that last episode. Only watched it
Oh,
once.
we have
Yeah.
to talk about another character that we
Oh,
didn't talk about.
who's that?
Gunther.
Oh my God.
What happened? What's he doing?
Obviously not with Rachel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Aw.
oh my God, Gunther. I don't know. I would feel like he would still be kind of in the same spot being Gunther. I don't see him doing anything amazing. Maybe in your story, he would get together with Chanel because that would be good.
Wow. That is so
But
bizarre, but wow.
but if I was to figure it, I can't see him doing anything other than being in a coffee shop. I don't even know if he's a manager or what he did there, but
He owned
yeah,
that place.
he owned it, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I can't. I feel he's still there.
Interesting.
Yeah. How about yourself?
I think there was this regular customer at his coffee shop, and she was just there for him. And after a while, she's like, dude, I drank too much coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but you gotta stop. Take the hint. I'm here for you. Ask me out. And he finally did. And now he's married. He has two girls, and he has a chain of coffee shops.
Mm.
and he's a good businessman. And COVID hit. He's struggling, and but he's offering patio seating to everyone. So guys, please support your local businesses. Gunther is out there.
Yeah.
That's happening.
I kind of rather am with Chanel. I like that storyline better.
Why would Chanel go back to Gunther? She has
know.
nothing to do with Gunther.
I don't know. I just feel it would be a good match. It'd be funny to watch.
I don't know.
Because they're both kind of characters, right? So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because my version's kind of boring, so.
Oh, we also have to talk about, oh my God. What is Janice doing?
Oh, I think she is on her 5th husband. I don't even know how many kids she would like. She probably has like 6 kids.
Wow, but like 5 different people.
With 5 different people, because and it's not the mattress king.
Yeah.
I feel she moved on from him.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like she's been married like 4 or 5 times. She's got a bunch of kids. Obviously not living in the city, because who can afford that? Yeah.
Wow. We defer. It's like I am on a different page with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she was a smart lady, man. She had, I think, was it 2 kids with the mattress king? Anyways.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, let's just stick to 2 kids. So what she did, they had a divorce, and she got a good lump sum money from him. She's living her life, man. She has a reality show, and she's that one of those annoying wives that talks weird.
Oh my God, I'm loving this.
Yeah, she's a lifestyle guru. She's on Instagram. She's has a lot of plastic surgeries done. So she's one of those creatures you want to see on Instagram. So she's getting a lot of money on Instagram, and she's just this diva. And she stayed in touch with Monica, because during her divorce, she was the one who was there for her. And because I think they were neighbors for some reason, weren't they?
Yeah, well, whenever they were going to buy the house, like they were looking at buying the house right beside.
Yeah, so I think they did. Yeah, so they were neighbors, and Monica was there when she was going through her divorce. So she's her true friend. So she has I think that Janice has a lavish, very glamorous life right now, and Monica's her true friend. And she's not interested in any man right now. She just wants to live her life and drink a lot of rosé. I don't know, some
rosé all day.
Yay! But yeah, that's what she's doing.
Oh, I kind of like that storyline better. I like that.
Because I think that's more Janice, like live life, her style.
Yeah, be an influencer on the Instagram.
Yeah. Like her, oh my God, will be actually legit like a.
Yeah, she'd probably go
like
viral.
You know how Kylie Jenner once said, "Rise and shine," but her OMG will be like her own patent.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, and people would probably hate her, but like her,
Yeah,
like to hate her.
Yeah, exactly.
But she would definitely be an original for sure.
Yeah.
Love
it.
That version much better.
That was amazing.
Yeah. I like this breakdown. If there ever was a reunion or anything, we'll have to get back to this and see how bang on we were with anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is there anybody else that we forgot?
I don't think there's anyone else
nobody major.
I mean, they were like their exes, like the Richard, the eye doctor. He's dead.
Yeah,
that's all we can cover with him. Rachel's mom, dad, I think they're dead too. Like, I mean, they were pretty old, so they're dead.
Yeah.
What about Monica and Ross's parents?
Oh, I'm sure they're still around. probably living in like Arizona where it's nice and warm and,
Ooh, I think her dad died actually, and then her mom was by herself. And when Monica went through her divorce, her mom actually was there as well.
oh,
And you know how Monica and her mom never get along? I
yeah.
think during her last years, her mom and Monica actually had a really sweet relationship and they were there for each other and had a good bonding moments.
Mm.
But she's dead too.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with like writing stories for all these
No,
characters. Just kill
no.
them. They're old, dead.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
Okay, well, I think we're ready to move on here.
Yes,
Being everybody
ma'am.
else is RIP. Let's do fact of the day, Bonnie.
So today's fact of the day is about Amazon. Not the
Oh,
shopping, not the shopping site.
oh
Yeah,
okay,
don't
good.
get it, don't
Good.
get,
Thank
don't get
you.
excited.
Mm.
It's about the Amazon rainforest.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a vast region that is, spanning in 8 countries: Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, and
mhm.
Suriname. And it's 1.4 billion acres of dense forest. And that's what we thought, that it's just a rainforest. There's just dangerous animals and species, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
But recent studies show that there was actually a civilization that
Okay.
used to live. It wasn't a rainforest at all.
What?
Dude, your mind would be blown. I was like,
So,
these things fascinate me, and I was like researching, and I'm like, oh my mind was blown. Like, oh
so
my god.
what are they saying? Who lived there before? Like
So,
aliens?
anthropology. No, no,
I'm
no,
kidding.
no. This is legit. This is not made up shit. Like,
Oh,
the anthropologist Michael Heckenberger of University of Florida,
yeah.
he recently did. So what they did, they throw these, I don't want to say laser, but some kind of lasers from helicopters. So
Mhm.
it will go on one direction, throwing the laser beams, right?
Yeah.
And then when it comes back, it will receive, like when it like reflects and goes back up. So with that, it's a technology anyways.
Yeah.
So with that technology, they're able to make a map of what's actually underneath the trees and everything.
Ooh.
And there are actually houses,
No.
ceramic dishes, roots, roads, canals, ponds for fishing. So there was actually a civilization. So what had happened is, let me see, there was an explorer that went in the 16th century, that went there, and he was the first explorer who went to Amazon, and he's like, oh my god, there is a civilization, there are people, they're living there, right? And no one really cared. And after a couple of years, when people were like trying to, when exploring was easier, so they went there and they're like, there's nothing, there's a jungle, and everyone just thought that he was making up stories. But what happened when he went there, he gave chickenpox to everyone. And because they didn't have any like medication or anything, so they all died. And then they were consumed by the forest that was around them.
Is
And
this
then
like for real?
this is for real. There are evidences. There are evidences that they were living. People were living in Amazon. It was actually like villages spread out. It wasn't a jungle at all.
I'm gonna have to check this out because that's really interesting stuff, man.
Dude, you will be like, oh my god, like this is like, it was so fascinating, just like reading and listening about it. But
Oh
it's
my
true,
god.
legit.
That is unbelievable. I need to see this.
And everyone thought that it's an untouched
Yeah.
rainforest.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. It's not. There were people living.
Wow.
There were people living.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And did they have pictures of what it was? Like
Yeah. So
oh,
because of they made maps, there are actually temples, houses, shops,
wow.
and they actually like are finding things now because they're sending troopers to do more intense research.
That is so cool.
Exactly. That is like amazing. Like you never back in schools, the rainforest, Amazon, jungle. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's all. Like
But,
animals and
and because it's so densely spread out, like I mean, it's gonna take a couple of years to actually find the truth, but like there were actually people living there.
that is crazy.
And they actually saw, so what they say recently, I saw a picture of the soil. So it's dark soil. So people thought, oh, it's not like really nutritious so that you can't grow anything, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they thought. But when they did a research, there's actually two layers. So
Really?
what the people in that time did, they made this man-made some kind of mixture of soil
Mm-hmm.
that was that would help the land to be more fertile and grow crops and roots to eat. That's how they survived.
Hmm. Dude, that's so interesting.
I know. It's just
Huh.
it just blows my mind. So
Yeah,
there was this civilization, this community, this culture was there. I don't know who it was, but they lived there.
that is unbelievable. Like my mind is blown right now.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's
they all, even it fascinates me that they all died and the jungle took over.
yeah. And
And because
how did nobody not even know about this?
exactly.
Like I wonder how long ago it was. It must have been, centuries old
Yeah. So it's like,
at
so
least.
the European traveler that went there was in the 16th century. So they were living there before that.
That kind of makes sense. How it was like so long ago.
Yeah. And it's between 16th and the 17th century that they vanished because they all got small. It's actually smallpox. It's the fucking
Oh,
European traveler brought smallpox with him,
oh,
gave it to them, left, and they all died. No one checked up on them. Like, hey,
could you
dude,
imagine? Yeah.
how you doing?
You guys okay? Wow.
That is, yeah,
Dude, that is such a really good fact of the day. I love that.
yeah. It was I'm like I was like, wow,
Yeah.
like, but it's sad. Like, imagine we living here and we all die, and the rainforest takes over. No one knows about us.
Yeah.
We're just we're
We're,
just erased from
yeah.
history.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? Like,
That is
that's
sad.
it. Yeah. Yeah. I got nothing to complain about.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we'll have more studies and we'll get to know more. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's fact of the day.
I don't even know how I'm going to follow that with my words of wisdom, to be honest.
Yeah, I am really proud of the fact of the day today. I think it was
Oh,
actually a
dude,
fact
that's,
of the
yeah.
day.
Yeah. It's a different fact of the day,
Yeah,
which we all can appreciate.
yeah.
Huh.
Trying to improve.
Yeah. Aren't we all? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to try and follow that up with my words of wisdom here.
Okay, what do you have?
My words of wisdom this week is I'd rather regret things I've done than regret the things I haven't done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's what I live
I
by.
believe that.
Yeah, me
I
too.
believe that. And honestly, I don't think you should regret what you've done because you are at wherever in life you are because of that decision. Bad or good.
100%. But I'd rather do things and regret them later if it wasn't the right thing or whatever. At least you know you've done it, you've tried it, you don't like it, or it's not the right thing or
Hmm.
whatever, right? So sometimes you just got to go for it and try and
I'm
go
gonna
from there.
talk about an interesting memory that just came into my mind
What's that?
since you're so proudly and strongly saying that you'd rather do things. So we once went to this it was a circus, right? Remember? We went to see the circus. And so Benny is scared of heights. And this guy was performing on like a rope or something up there. And the entire act, she had her eyes closed.
Oh my God. That was
I was
just
like,
freaky.
dude, we paid money for this. Watch him do it. And then now I can't see. Why didn't you do it?
I can I can proudly say that, oh my God, he was making me dizzy just looking at him. So I did record it on my phone and watched it later.
No.
Oh man,
You
I was
would
just making me
rather,
dizzy.
you should have rather regret being like watching it and being dizzy than
Oh,
not do
dude.
it.
I probably would have thrown up. I would have made a scene for sure.
Wow.
Oh man. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that.
Follow your words of wisdom, Benny. Follow your words of wisdom.
Okay. Next time we go to the circus, I'll make sure I watch.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
when's that will happen.
I don't know. But the next time, mark my words.
Okay.
It's recorded, right?
Yes. I hope you're recording because you're in charge of recording.
That means I can remove that statement
Wow.
if necessary. Oh no, next time I will for sure. Sometimes it's hard, but
Yeah.
that I don't regret. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. That's all we have for today's podcast. That was an amazing episode, man.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
That
I
was so
loved
much
it.
fun.
So that's it. And hope you guys enjoyed. And if there is another topics or any scenarios you want us to talk, discuss, decode, we're happy to have suggestions in our DMs. So we have a YouTube channel, In Conversation with the BABZ. Please go like, comment, subscribe. And we have an Instagram page, the THEOGBABZ. And please like, comment, and follow us, and email or DM us what you think if you'd like. And that's all from us. And until next Tuesday, lots of love. I'll be there for you. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.